But anyway, so there's a lot of things that I have learned my last 22 years in my path of, developing, my career, nurturing my career, and achieving all my goals. And I haven't achieved all my goals. Um, I'm not goal free. I haven't run out of goals. I have a lot left in me. There's still a few things I want to do before I hang it up. And but I'm lucky. I'm super blessed, super lucky to have achieved a lot of my goals. And some of the things that I have learned along the way to help me achieve my goals, and I think they could help others too, is I think the big difference between the artist you are now or the business owner you are now and the artist or business owner you want to be is audacity. Now, our audacity can have two meanings. It it can mean rude, kind of obnoxious, disrespectful, for instance, she had the audacity, to grab the phone. Um, so it can mean rude, disrespectful, obnoxious, but it also has another meaning. It can mean um, taking bold risks, being bold and taking bold risks, having the balls to take risk. And as I use the word audacity, that's the meaning behind it. Being bold and taking bold risks. I think that is really important. It's been super critical and important to my career and achieving the things that I wanted for myself and for Girlz Inc. I had to take a lot of bold risks, a lot. If I sat here and named them all, I mean, it would end up being, we'd have to have a part two. I've talked about some of them in prior podcasts, but I've had to take a lot of bold risks. I think just being a PMU artist, just deciding to be a PMU artist, which is someone that tattoos the human face, that alone is bold. Because if you think about it, that takes courage. That takes a lot of courage, man, to have the confidence to sit down and tattoo someone's face, whether it's eyebrows, eyeliner, lips. I mean, think about what we do, right? There's no really room for error, really. Not that, little mistakes aren't making, or we could have done that arch a little better, whatnot, things like that. But that client is depending on us to do our very best work and to do a beautiful procedure. That's what they're paying us to do. So to sit down and have the confidence that you can deliver and do that for every client in itself is bold. That's audacious, right? So I think it takes a certain personality to have the courage to think about what we do, make it feel like you can do that, you can learn that, you can do that, take the steps to go learn it, and to sit down with your very first client and put a pair of brows on her. I got 2 apprentices right now. One's about 6 weeks in, one's about 3 weeks in, and we just had this conversation this morning. I mean, they're going to be sitting down and doing their very first set of eyebrows, in a matter of weeks. And they're both talking about how scared they are. But, it's my job to prepare them so, um, not so they're not scared, right? I don't want them to be scared. I want them to be nervous. I think that keeps them on point. If they weren't nervous or weren't, scared to a level, then I would think something was wrong with them. They're too cocky, they're overconfident, like something's not quite right with that. Who is not nervous or scared on their very first client? Um, So they should be. They're right where they should be. But it's my job to prepare them. So as they sit down, yeah, they might be nervous, they might be a little scared, but they also feel confident enough. They also they're audacious enough to sit down and actually do it. And so I think being audacious and taking bold risks is really important. It's it's that initial decision to even do PMU, being bold enough um, to get into this industry and learn it and do it is one bold risk. I think you have to be willing to fail. And a lot of people just they're afraid to fail. And that restricts them. That's what holds them back. So yeah, you have to be willing to fail. And there is not success without failure. Failure is a part of success. I guess what kind of sucks for us as PMU artists is failure could mean you went too deep, you know, or the shape of the eyebrows weren't symmetrical. I mean, our failures can show up on someone's face. So that puts, extra pressure on us to, to do well, to be on point. But it's difficult. Being a PMU artist is difficult. But this industry is fantastic. We're an industry of women. This is a female-dominated industry. A lot of the companies are and training academies, are owned by women, and that's what I love that. I love that. It's one of the things that I love most about this industry. That it's not that we don't love our guys in the industry. We've got some great guys in the industry, so I don't mean to overlook you, but um it's a female dominated industry, and that's kind of exciting. That was very exciting and enticing for me 22 years ago to join and be a part of a female dominated industry, because I was a part of the body tattoo industry, which is male dominated. And even to this day, it can be difficult for females in the body tattoo industry. It's still, although the body tattoo industry has lots and lots of amazing female body tattoo artists, um, it's still male dominated. And I was talking to a very talented female body tattoo artist a couple weeks ago, and I was asking her if it was still difficult for a female in the body tattoo industry, and she was like, absolutely, 100% all day long. Um, I think some of the shows on TV, like Ink Master and some of those shows, have really showcased women and how talented they are and how they can like keep up with the boys. And I think that's helped a lot. But as she said, that they're quoting her, there's still a ways to go, and so that's still going on in the body tattoo industry. But when I moved over into PMU, I didn't have that struggle. It was female dominated, and I love that. I love that a lot. There's a lot of things that I love about PMU, and that was certainly one of them.